we can go and have a chat with him.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so the one that you've been waiting for that we kept till the end, the team review. So we're having a big chat about the teams themselves, and I just touched on a little bit there, and Reese touched on it throughout the pod about teams with identity crises. And I think we worked out that there's probably only one team that doesn't have an identity crisis at the moment. So do you want to run us through the backstory to what we're talking about here, and then we'll have a look at each team and have a chat about where they probably think they are and where we think they are as spectators.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously there's a lot of teams with two number one
I'll
drivers,
bring it up.
which yeah, as we've seen in Formula One history, never works. So starting at the back, we've got Hulkenberg and Bortoleto. Now Hulkenberg's worked with Hicks Albert before. He's come in as a senior driver to work with Bortoleto, but they'll be pretty far at the back of the track. But I don't think they've got any issues as who's number one and number two there. Um, the George Russell, Kimi Antonelli, they've got an issue there. Looking at George's history and track record of wins and crashes, if Kimi does come out and perform, then they're going to have an issue there, and they're going to have two Mercedes fighting for position. Alex Albon, Carlos Sainz, same thing. Albon is going to go into the season thinking he's number one driver. He's a senior Williams driver. He's been there like the longest on that tenure, but Carlos Sainz is Carlos Sainz. So they're going to have that issue as well. You touched base on this before with Yuki Tsunoda. He absolutely thinks he's the number one driver, but I think he's going to be very upset when Isaac just comes and wipes the floor with him. Oscar and Lando, we can see that going in from last year, going into this year as well. Esteban Ocon, Bierman, same thing. Ocon's going to think he's the number one driver, where Bierman is going to be better than. Where Red Bull have a clear 1-2 driver split.
Yep.
So to me, on the grid, other than Kick Sauber, but they're not going to be in the mix anyway. Red Bull have the clear 1-2 driver for strategy, for race wins, for helping each other through Q2 and Q3 with penalties, with engine changes, with all of that sort of stuff. They're going to have each other to work their way through the grid where everyone else is going to be fighting each other.